What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Awajima Hyakkei, this time of episode 11, the penultimate episode, I do believe. It was another great episode last week. I will say probably one of the weaker episodes, even though it was still really good. But I loved the ending story, especially. Kind of going back to the previous situation with Emmy and Ibuki, is it? Yeah. Going back to that and kind of even more kind of delving into that situation, I thought was really awesome. Oh wow. Oh yeah. The looks like she's on her last legs. It's awesome to see how their relationship has gone throughout the story, these two. I remember being quite intimidated initially talking to her. I think she was bringing some books up or something. So that was really nice. The the kind of duality, honestly, of Ibuki's grandmother's death and how cold that was, and then the opposite here with the connection she's formed with this girl, and like on her deathbed, she's got this lovely girl that's there for her, whereas her grandma was so horrible that she got told by her granddaughter that she didn't care. She should be. Look at that band. That's really nice of her. I don't think this is just for. I mean, this is for her in a sense, but I think this is also to help other people who are maybe in a similar position and to not get too caught up in the ways of their family and put that onto other people and then act like that to other people. But wow. Again, I think this has been my favorite story throughout. Ibuki, her grandma, Emmy, like that's been something continuous throughout this story, and I think that's definitely been my like favorite. And looks like we're unfortunately going to be seeing the full end of it now. But I do feel for the woman. I mean, I think we've all got things we look back on in shame and such. Unfortunately for her, Emmy did die quite young, so it was like didn't even really get an opportunity for a reprieve or anything. Had to live with this till her dying breath. Oh, my plane. But yeah, what a fantastic series this has been, man. Seems hesitant to give them to her. There's a lot to consider here, isn't there? Reputation of the school, the families, Ibuki, the wishes of the dead. Like, so much to think about. As I said, you can tell why she was quite hesitant to let her access them. Her family. Do we know much about her family? I don't believe so. Yeah, good point that as well. Fucking hell. Gonna be older than Buki, so yeah. Surprised they're still about. That was an awful shock. So there's another sibling, Ubota. Akihiko. The old boxer. But he knows a lot more. Okay, brother does. Very different tone of house, isn't it? Very different tone of house. Little FaceTime. Why so giddy? Her profile here. Born in the Gunma prefecture, she entered Awajima Review School with a lifelong love for the stage. After graduation, she joined the Awajima Review. I always struggle to say that, like French or something. Review, revoir, revoir. Is it revoir? Review? It's definitely not review, is it? Revoir sounds more natural, I guess. The Awajima Revoir troupe, under the name Ao Hazuki. She made a name for herself with her glamour and patient demeanour. After retiring from the troupe, she switched to a career in writing, focusing mostly on essays depicting her own experiences and people she met along the way. Yeah, she covered her way, bless her. And I really like her journey. I kind of wish we got to see more of that transition from the school to journalism from her, but either way, it was. I would appreciate how far she's come. Former celebrity. Oh, definitely. Absolutely, she would have been. No doubt about that, unfortunately. I can understand why he's like this. You can understand this, can't you? Surprised they agree. I get where this guy's coming from. I don't think he's quite old enough to actually comprehend the fact that this woman has been living with this for her whole life until her deathbed. But you can understand where he's coming from, can't you? She the girl that Okabe protected, who got the role. This is, I said this a minute ago, but this has got to be so carefully constructed and written. And, like, Jesus, this is such a rough task, I imagine, having to make this book. They're literally, like, dealing with people's lives and memoirs of, like, yeah. It was so stressful. I don't know if we'll be able to cope with this. Like a cat. You've got a mouth on there. You've got a cat mouth on a bloody business card. But that's her signature. Oh no, is it not? That's a bit embarrassing. Oh, okay. Ah, she was there for that, was she? Did we see her? She's always looked like a cat. That's pretty awesome. That's just the nature of the business they're in, yes. But to understand it, I think, is very powerful. So, Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. Again, this story's been so well connected and structured. It's absolutely, it's amazing. I was gonna say this, like, yeah, there's massive regret in what she done. There's a regret in the fact that she didn't get to say any of this to these people as well. Like, that's really bad in itself. But the fact that she's got this within herself doesn't mean that she shouldn't have not said this to these guys. But the fact that she actually looked back on this in this way is like enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's enough that she thinks this, that she sees what she done, and is like feels that way over it, and it's ate away at her for almost her whole life, even right until her death. Like that not enough? Like yeah, just some really powerful stuff. Really powerful stuff. It was really awesome just seeing it all just flash through there as we saw her pass away, unfortunately. But man, again, it's fucking. And you know what? I'm glad they chose that picture of her as the teacher, her as the older teacher. I think that is the most fitting picture they could have chosen for her. Little woman. Oh yeah, I got a big reunion here from everyone in that photo. There's her senpai. Big one. A life's work, could say, perhaps. Potentially. I don't think it will, personally. I don't think it will destroy dreams. I think it will give people a good reality. Kind of what it's done to us, the audience, a good reality of these things, and to come to terms with issues you might face and situations that will naturally arise in any place akin to this. I think this will be a very informative and touching and emotional story, but something they'll want to need to hear, which sounds weird saying want to need, but yeah, awesome, awesome. Hopefully we continue with this next week. I do assume we will, as that is the season finale. But yeah, fantastic episode. Of a fantastic episode. It's quite amazing how much we got of our main character late on in the show than early. Again, the structure of the show has been very strange and different, but I feel like it's been amazing. So I'm probably wrong. Forgive me. Was this a slightly different rendition of this ending song today? It kind of sounded like maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm talking nonsense, but I feel like there was some subtle, slight differences in the ending today. But perhaps I'm just talking nonsense. Looks everybody talking. Oh, has it been released? Days of Parting. Glimmers of light and shadow amongst the girls who chase their dreams. So it is released. Okay. You know, I was kind of hoping we'd continue this next week to see even more of like the creation of this book, but it looks like it has been done. So I wonder what we're going to end off on next week. I do think next week is the finale episode. I could be wrong in saying that. I hope there's at least one more episode, but yeah, it looks like it's selling well, which is good. And you know what? This is actually really funny when I do think about it. This book is probably what we've been watching in a way, isn't it? This book is pretty much all that we've seen in a sense. Like, not all, but a huge portion of this book is probably a lot of what we've seen in the show. So we've almost already read the book. Days of Parting. Okay. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. As I said, incredible episode yet again, seeing our main character Wakana struggle with foretelling these people's lives and stories and issues and struggles. The story of Awajima, the people that went there, and as I said, I feel this would be just like massively interesting to the outside audience as it is to me, like watching this stuff as an outsider to these kind of performing arts, but also to the people within this, just hugely helpful in navigating these situations and these kind of issues with people. But yeah, some really touching stuff. I loved the flashback throughout Ibuki's whole life as she was passing away there. Some great moments throughout. Of course, Wakana kind of meeting someone she presented to. But yeah, this is one of my favorite parts of the episode. Looking back on all this and seeing the funeral here. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section. Another incredible episode. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. As I said, I think there's one more episode. It kind of feels like this could have been a finale episode today, so there might not be, but I think there's at least one more episode left. So hopefully I'll see you guys next week with that, and have a good rest of your day, guys.